Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Love to Light Tarot. This is Nikki, and this is for Leo, my lions. Hey, Leo, my lions. Hey, Leo, how you doing? How you doing? Leo, this gonna be your general read for any time you come to this reading. This bud will be for you, okay? So this reading will not have a time frame. This is like a what's going on slash what's up type reading. I'm going to do a little something different. I gotta do, why I say gotta. You may feel like you gotta do something, and I'll see what that gotta is because that came from out of nowhere, okay? Leo, I'm gonna utilize my writer, my, what is the name of these cards? Writer? That's not it. I just had a brain fart, okay? I'm gonna use these cards, okay? All right, for the you, I'll use the beginner's tarot deck for the them. Remember, energies can be fluid, flip flop if you need to, if that's where you're feeling more over here than there. I'll utilize the light seer deck as for my universe, like clarification. I'll give you a love oracle card. I'll give you a romance angel card. Okay, I still use these. I pay my money for them. And I'll use these index cards that I made. So let's just see what we got. Leo, I did meditate on the cards, and what did I get for you? On the you side, I heard common ground. So, Leo, I feel like for the you, and remember, flip that thing there if it ain't you. I feel like whatever issue you may be having between you and another person, you are open, you are willing to come to this common ground. You can even be, you're even open to agree to disagree at this point. For some of my Leos, okay, that's what you feeling on the you side. Them on their side, they not ready, okay, so they may not ready to, they're not, well, they may not be ready to come together right now. They may not be at a space for some of my Leos to be open to this, you know. In some aspects, I feel like my Leos, you healed through this in a way of not holding on to past things, you know. Um, that was the Ten of Pentacles that flopped over and the Hierophant card. Could be a marriage situation. That's the way you rolling. Somebody else on this side may not be there yet, you know. I feel like the way you handle things is a way that you feel like you try to do what's right in some aspect. And then this individual may still got a little pettiness up in them. You understand? So we'll see. All right. On the bottom of your side, we have the Fool card. You could be dealing with an Aries. This is why I see you at. You ready to release, let go. You understand? You ready to, embark on this new journey. What I was trying to get to with you, Leos, is like what I was trying to say is I feel like you on this spiritual journey, right? So when you try to become something new or different or embark on a certain path that you feel like you guided, because I feel like the old you could have handled this situation in a totally different manner. That's why I feel like it's kudos to you. So I see where you're at, and I see why you want to release and shed things of the past so you can kind of have this fresh new start. Some of my other Leos, you may be at a place of, because I get like freedom with the Fool card, and I feel like you want to feel adventurous or carefree, and you may want to travel and do stuff like that. So that may be where your mind is, to kind of release some heavy energy. All right, that's the your side. All right, so let's do the them side. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands, okay, on the them side. So they feeling pretty confident where they at right now. Stubborn, to say the least, for some. I may see the Emperor card over here or the King of Swords type energy. I do see that. This person is coming back from a war, and people are cheering this individual on. So I feel like that, this person has came from a place, maybe been attached to you, or just in this person's life, and they're at this place where even if they are closed off, I feel like this is the energy that they feel like they're guided to have at this time, and they feel pretty confident in sitting in that right now. Okay, I don't want, this is the thing, and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone. Somebody get a drift that somebody ain't going nowhere. And I don't know why they feel like that. Okay? All right. So let's see the your side. Your side, you got the nine of cups in the reverse. I'm gonna leave it on this side. You got the devil card, okay? You have the chariot card, and you have the lovers card. All right, so same energy I was feeling. Whatever toxic energy I was saying, I got that off the food card, that somebody wants to clear out old patterns, old ways, and move forward, and don't want to be attached to circumstances that they're not happy with. You know, I feel like this sense of finding your own happiness and having this sense of contentment and peace is what you're in search of. The lover's card is about making a choice and a decision. So I do feel like that, you know, like I said, on this side, Leo, you ready to move forward, right? And you ready to come to some type of common ground so y'all can release, let go, you can move forward. This can possibly come back around and this energy can be removed. So I see the place that you at. Even if this is situations within you, I feel like you're at a place, like I already said, that you're tired of this type of energy weighing heavy. So you're at this place of opening up the possibilities to move forward to something brand new. You understand? Some may be stepping out on blind faith in some type of areas, okay? The chariot card could be dealing with a sign of Cancer, but the chariot card is about movement. It's about traveling, so you may be doing that. It's about progress and taking action. So, like I said kudos to you because I do feel some sense of progress of the way you could have been before. It has been some work put in where you are moving away from handling situations like you normally would. So I do see this sense of you moving forward no matter what because you need to put in some time for you if you're around something toxic to, you know, get your peace back into place. Or I feel like just this time that you feel like that you need to take action solely for you. You understand? And you may be detaching from certain situations. The chariot card is also about leaving this city behind, and this is something that a person has always been a part of, and you may be taking time and space for you to do that. This also is taking control of a situation and having the courage to do that even when things are hard. So I feel like everything that I just named, you got the energy to, hey, I'm to the point where I'm able to food card this because it's toxic, or I'm able to work on that. But my bottom line goal, feeling like Leo feel, is like this matters a lot to you at this present time, and you tired of it being in the reverse. Like your happiness matters. Like you feel on the inside, if this is an inner thing, like a lack of inner joy, and you want to have this sense of inner happiness for your own self, okay, with or without somebody, all right? On this side, we got the Three of Wands, we got the Two of Swords, we got the Ten of Cups, and we got the Nine of Cups, okay? So like I said, so what I say for you, common ground, and for them, they not ready, right? So on the them side, you see they not ready. They may be hopeful and wanting this, okay? Want things to be better, want to build things back to the way I feel like for some of my Leos, to the way it used to be, or have this sort of happiness with you. But it's something that they hold back. They may not show it. It may be this ego thing, like I said, where it may be time and distance, and it may be a weight involved with the Three of Wands and anticipating moving forward but not taking action. Okay, I do see that energy. Maybe holding back feelings, you know what I'm saying, with the Two of Swords. So those are two cards that are one in the aspect of Three of Wands is like waiting for the ships to come in for this change to happen without doing the work, but you are understanding that work is required. On this side, I get an energy without being long with it is somebody is waiting for this to come together. You have a different way of viewing things. You know you can't wait for nothing. You got to put work in and go and get it. And that's where I see movement over here and kind of hoping and waiting and wishing over here, but not actually putting in the work. The Three of Wands is also about expansion as well. So I feel like that it may be time, distance, and space, and I feel like with that expansion, somebody feel like somebody is getting away from them. Okay? All right. So let's just see here. Let's clarify with the universe here in the center. Well, let's clarify the cards on your side. All right. You know what? In some aspect, I feel like, see, a person feel like they got somebody like this, like 9 of cups, 10 of cups, so they confident there ain't nothing happening. So if they holding back, it's like keeping this person tied to them, and they know what type of energy this portrays on this individual over here. So Leo, if that's you, but I feel like that energy is shifting to, once you know the manipulation tactic that an individual use that keeps you at a place, you learn that, you release it, and you move away from it, and that is how you grow and don't be a part of the same patterns and things like that anymore. Okay, so that's the energy I feel. I don't know why I feel that on this side. Okay, let's see for you, Leo. All right, so Leo, that 9 of swords keep popping out. You may have restless nights, or really thinking about things at night. I'm gonna put it back in. You may have trouble resting, or that's anxiety, things like that. What we got over here? I already know you ready. Close your card on the bottom of the deck. Okay, that is completion, endings. Okay, travel once again. Things coming full circle is the energy that I do feel. We got the Wheel of Fortune. All right, and we got the we got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. We gonna turn it into upright. I feel like at some point you do deal with the Queen of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Wands in the reverse is self-confident, yeah, like that Six of Wands, but they could be jealous and selfish and insecure in a way. You understand? That's the energy I feel. I feel like a person uses tactics because they have attachment issues. They hold back and use these manipulating things to make a person feel a certain type of way. But this is the cycle of stuff that I feel like whatever this was is coming to an end. Okay, so I do feel like that. You're at your turning point in your life is the energy that I do feel, and change is on the horizon. You understand life cycles of things, all right, and what you want to be a part of and what you don't. The Queen of Wands is also in the upright is the energy that I feel. Not only is this side confident in their ways, this new sister confidence has embarked upon you. This is the Aries, Leo, Sag. Don't have to be you, but the Queen of Wands is courageous. She's confident. She's focused on this new zest for life. Hence the Fool card that was at the bottom of the deck. And most of all, her joy matters, and I feel like that is a big deal for you. Okay, so you at a place of closing out cycles no more. This is at a place of still trying to make the same old tactics work. I felt that energy up under here. I just didn't want to move that card. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's see about the them. Ooh, I already know. I already told you what's gonna come out. A King of Swords or a Queen of Swords. That cold, kind of detached. I felt the energy from this side. This is the way that they handle things. This is the. I feel like there's no. Although the emotions are here, this is who you get. So I felt like this 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups was something underneath whatever this 2 of Swords and 3 of Wands was hiding, which I felt like it was a King of Swords. Okay, they may be trying to figure out another way about how to do things as well, because they sense this movement that you're taking on. Okay, so beware of that. Bottom of the deck, you got the Queen of Swords, and then we got the Sun in the reverse for this side, because I get that this person, see, this is the thing. No, they're not happy with the way things are going, okay? And this could be friend, family, lover, whatever this is, mother, father situation, okay? No, they're not happy with the way things are going, all right? And I feel like that they try to act as if they are happy when this is an inner thing. And I feel like you recognize that your stuff is an inner thing, but their ego won't allow them to dive deeper into saying anything other than they're right, and this is just how it is, and what you say is wrong type energy. Okay, hence why I feel this strong energy from the 2 of Swords. Okay, the Sun in the upright is letting go, enjoying your inner child. gaining clarity, this sense of peace, this sense of joy. And I feel like this is an energy that this circumstance would like to have, but not showing it, okay, in a way that you would feel comfortable with opening back up to this. So you at this type of place, all right? If this has nothing to do with a person, Leo, and this is just you at a time in your life. It's an energy that you feel confident about moving forward, but I feel like it comes in with a lot of planning, and you will go in your head about it, and you will have this. I feel like some of my Leos, you already got something wrote down on what it is that you want to do. But I feel like the action of doing it, something was holding you back and you did not move towards what you feel like you're guided to do, but you imagined it. And I feel like you get this sense of, you know, how good feelings feel, like a giddiness. I know how when I'm thinking of something I want to work on, that's like your intuition and God and spirit telling you, yeah, you see how you feel thinking about it, now put in the work and do it, sort of deal. So if this is an energy of stagnation, or you not making a move on something that you didn't feel confident on, but you've been doing a lot of planning about it, I feel like that this new sense of you moving towards, I see a whole lot of action, action, action is coming in. And if this is a cycle that you have been in, I see movement of you putting in the work to change that, okay? All right, so that's what I see if you don't have anybody around. Universe, we have the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. That's that focus, that's clarity, that's not over giving in any circumstance any longer, because some of that may have been going on. You independently being able to stand on your own. So that is the issue that I see somebody feeling like it's coming on. And I'm calling it an issue because they aren't going to like it, okay? You got the Four of Pentacles, okay, with the universe. You got the Knight of Cups, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You have the Seven of Wands, all right, and the Seven of Pentacles, all right? So I feel like the universe is saying Four of Pentacles is about this fair change. So let's speak on that. Follow your heart, and your happiness matters, and start planting seeds and doing the work and things that you love. Also, keep this Seven of Wands energy going, because I do feel like you at a place that you're standing up for circumstances that you no longer want to be a part of, and you see when things are being done wrong and you don't want to be a part of it, and you speak in your mind. So I see that. You see how this person peace matters, okay? It's this sort of zen that you're taking on. Seven of Pentacles is about planting seeds. So if it's something, like I said, that you've been planning and want to work on, understand the universe said that it takes time. You don't know how things are growing underneath the surface. It takes time for this plant to bloom to something beautiful. And I feel like you have been at your planting stage, and it's time for you to put in the work. I feel like it may be something different with that fear of change, okay? But I do feel like with the Seven of Wands and the universe here saying that you are going to take charge and do that, okay? So I do see that. I also see an individual coming in, still holding back, still recognizing that things need to be handled differently, and this is a conversation to be had, but I don't feel like that's enough, all right? So let's see. Leo. Bottom of the deck, children. Your love life is being affected by children. This could be a mother and father situation, okay? This could have to do with baby mama, baby daddy situation. The reason why you have differences. This reason why you tried to make something work because of that. But you know it needs to be more than that, all right? New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, okay? If you have a new person coming in for some of my Leos, I do get an energy of you moving past those thoughts and things that hold you. Some, I do get an energy that you got a toxic ex that you need to let go. And I feel like some will say, I did let the ex go, but they ain't let you go. Give it time before you bring somebody else into a situation. You know what I'm saying? Totally close that out. You do have chemistry between you and another individual. For some, whoever this new person is. For some, I feel like this chemistry, the way I look how this man is like pulling her closer and she look iffy, you're no longer going to be at that place of being a part of a situation that you don't agree with. So that's a good move that I feel like that you're having into your life, okay? Good shit, Leo. All right? And that's business or whatever, all right? Foundation, establish family and security. This is something that you're building, something new that you may be building. I do feel like that. This is something that may be at stake when you're willing to release it and let go and start over, okay? All right. Conflict, clashing, differences, and incapability, okay? I do get that energy between you and another person. Shocking, turmoil, trouble, or unexpected. The unexpected is the change that you are taking on, okay? What I tell you. Pride, arrogance, ego, and stubborn. Yes, sir. Over here, it sure is. I do feel that. All right, so let's see here. Let me give you one card from this deck. Let's do it for Leo. Let's hear it for the body. Let's hear it for mommy. Something you are not aware of. I sense that Seven of Swords, okay? Fold them, okay? You know how the card deck says you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And you thinking about folding them. I already felt that energy, okay? I already know. You may be dealing with child support situations. At this point in time in your life, you're thinking about if things are beneficial or artificial. Is it adding to you or hindering you? That's the place you at. You weighing your options about your surroundings. So I do get that energy because you're at this place where you no longer want to be a part of, associated with, dealing with, nothing of that nature anymore. I really do feel like that, and that's good shit, Leo, okay? Things take time. Remember the energy that I said with the Seven of Pentacles, okay? All right. Bullshit alert, bullshit alert, bullshit alert, Remember what I said this energy over here does, okay? Bomb ass connection. For some of my Leos, you do have a person around. Take it slow, take it easy, as the late Tina Turner used to say, okay? And then later on, you get a little rougher. All right? Not rougher like that, but you did. Love you lots, Leo. Bye.